There is something about fear that neuroscientists have known for decades, and almost no one outside the lab has fully understood until now. Your amygdala does not wait for you to think. It fires a threat signal and begins reshaping your body's response before your conscious mind has formed a single coherent thought about danger. Patient SM, a real documented case, had her amygdala destroyed, and what followed was a years-long record of near misses that her own brain could not see coming fast enough to protect her. Fear was never the problem slowing her down. It was the invisible shield that had always been keeping her alive. SM walked through the world the way most people only imagine they want to, completely unbothered by anything that would stop you cold in your tracks. She approached strangers who gave every signal a healthy brain would read as dangerous, and she felt nothing that told her to pull back. The part of her brain that should have screamed a warning had been silenced, permanently. So what happens inside your brain in the seconds before you even know you are afraid?
Your amygdala doesn't wait for permission. It fires before your conscious mind even forms a thought.
By the time you feel afraid, the alarm has already rung. Your heart is already accelerating.
Your muscles are already tensing for movement. Neuroscientists clock this response at roughly 12 milliseconds, faster than you can blink or even register a shape.
You don't decide to flinch from a snake on a trail.
Something older and faster decides for you. That system isn't a feeling. It's a preconscious scanner running every second of every day, invisible and relentless.
It reads shadows, posture, sound, the wrong kind of stillness,
and it acts before language catches up. Most people assume fear is a weakness, a loss of control, something the strong learn to suppress. What SM's case revealed is that fear is the control, and without it, the brain is scanning a dark room with no eyes. So what does a brain do when that scanner goes permanently dark?
The incidents didn't happen in war zones or disaster movies. They happened in parking lots, on sidewalks, in her own home. A man held a knife to her throat, and she didn't run. She stayed calm and talked her way out. Another encounter, another threat, and again, SM walked through it without the alarm that would have sent anyone else sprinting. Researchers documented these near misses not as isolated bad luck, but as a pattern, a system-wide failure repeating itself across years. What fear normally does, it turns out, isn't just scream at you in the dark. It scans faces before your conscious mind has formed a single thought, reading hostility in a stranger's expression before you've decided to look away. SM couldn't do that either. The same damage that killed her fear also stripped her ability to recognize threat in other people's eyes. She wasn't reckless. She was genuinely blind to signals the rest of us process without knowing we're doing it. Every ordinary moment you've navigated safely, fear was already working before you were.
SM's story doesn't end as a tragedy.
It ends as a blueprint. Every close call she survived without flinching revealed something neuroscientists had long suspected but never seen so clearly. Fear isn't a response to danger. It's a detection system that runs before your conscious mind even knows there's something to detect. The amygdala doesn't wait for you to think. It fires in milliseconds, pulling your body towards safety while your brain is still forming the question. That's not weakness, and it's not anxiety running wild. It's precision engineering, honed across millions of years of survival. When you feel that cold spike of dread in a dark parking lot, or your chest tightens before you can explain why, that's not your mind betraying you. That's the most sophisticated threat detection system ever built, doing exactly what it was designed to do. SM lost that system, and her case permanently changed how scientists understand what it means to be safe inside your own mind.